Hello, friends. We're living in a time when many people feel it. The trust is weakening, communities are pulling apart, and people feel alone. They feel unheard and unsure of what to do. Something deep is happening in our society. At the center of this moment is a weakening of what we might call the social contract, a shared understanding that we all have, that every person has dignity, that truth matters, and that we are responsible to build a society with each other. When that social contract weakens, fear grows, and as fear grows, division grows. And we all know we have more than enough of that. But there's another path in front of us. Paths to Understanding, my organization, is a small part of a much broader civic renewal movement in this country with about 14,000 organizations across the United States, in every single part of this country. And in this movement, we've been coalescing around a simple but demanding vision, a society where everyone belongs and everyone can thrive, no exceptions. This is a positive vision that starts with what we all want instead of focusing so much on how we differ about things. And when we say a society where everyone belongs and everyone can thrive, we don't just mean people who are like us. We mean everyone. And that kind of society, however, doesn't happen on its own. It grows under certain conditions. It grows when people build belonging. That is, we build relationships between different groups across real differences, finding our commonalities as well as the ways in which we're distinctive. And it also grows when people build civic muscle. And that's a kind of an interesting term. And what we mean by that is the ability for local communities, for neighborhoods, for cities, for counties, for states, and even the nation to work together, to make decisions about how we're going to solve problems and build the society that we want to see. And we can do that even when we don't agree right away. So the question becomes, what can we actually do? Because all this can feel rather overwhelming. Well, to help us think about that, we use a simple framework: bridge, block, and build. To bridge means to build relationships across differences, between different groups of people, between folk of different traditions and cultures and socioeconomic situations, and so on. This reduces distance and begins to restore trust, to give us a sense that, oh my goodness, like those people that I kind of distrust, well, they actually want to obey and be a part of the social contract. We also have to block, and that means protecting people and standing up when harm is being done, when people's rights are being reduced, because when we reduce the rights for one, well, we reduce them for everyone. The third kind of activity we can do right now to help build this kind of society is to build. And that means creating the habits and systems that help communities work together over time. In other words, people in neighborhoods, in towns, in counties, in states, in the nation, well, engaging in some participatory democracy to kind of work together to solve our problems and build this society we all want to see. Which, by the way, many of us agree on many of the things that we want to see. But the reality is, to do all three is kind of overwhelming, and I just want you to know you don't have to do all three. But we are asking you to do something. So if you're an individual, you can start with one relationship, one conversation, one step. Take a step today, and then take another step tomorrow. If you're a leader, a pastor, a rabbi, an imam, a nonprofit director, a business leader, if you're a leader of a service club, well, you can create spaces where people can come together across differences, where dignity of each group is protected, and where communities learn to solve problems together again. This is not about being perfect. It is about participation. So we've created this page to help you find your place in this work, whether you're just getting started or already leading. We're trying to connect you to the vast array of civil renewal movements across this country and share know-how and be able to share this vision, these frameworks, tools, and learning communities to help you figure out how you're going to take your next step. We're doing this because renewing our shared life won't happen by accident. It's just not going to happen because we wish it. It's going to happen when people like you and I take the next step and take the next step together. So start where you are. Start small, but start now, knowing that people across this country are taking their steps as well, and together we can walk a path toward a new future. Thank you.